Alein l'shabeach. That is the introduction to Malchiot. And that makes sense. Right? God is our king. Aleinu fits in. But the second paragraph, Al Ken, what's that doing over there? Who wrote that? So the first letters of Al Ken Nekavelach, the first three words, the Rosh Tevot, the first letters spell the author. Who is the author of Al Ken Nekavelach, the second paragraph? His name was Achan. Achan. Who was Achan? Achan was a terrible, terrible person. When Yoshua ben Nun, when Joshua went in to Jericho, he said, listen, we're going to overtake the city, but it's going to be done miraculously. You're not allowed to touch anything. There's no loot. There is no things you can take from this battle. It's Kul Hashem. We're not allowed to personally benefit from this first war. Afterwards, up for grabs, but not this war. This war you can no person. Achan disobeyed, and without telling anyone, he stole gold, silver, and garments. They only discovered this when they went to the next city, called the city of Ai. They went into the city, and they said, this is going to be a very easy battle. Very few people over there. So it tells us, in Sefer Yoshua, they sent in 2,000-3,000 men to go and overtake the city. They didn't send the entire army. And they were beaten terribly. There were 36 Israeli soldiers who died in that battle. And Yoshua was livid. He said, how did this happen? After the great miracle of Jericho, it was overtaken without us having to do anything. And we went to this easy little town, which had no big walls, and we lost 36 men. And he said, Hashem, why did you do this? And he said, there's a problem. Someone among the people didn't listen to you or me, and they stole from that first battle. And that's why you lost this battle. So he said, who is it? He says, I'm not going to tell you. Do a lottery. And he did the weirdest thing. Yoshua took every single person involved in the battle, and he made them pass in front of the Ark of the Covenant, the Aron HaKodesh. And as they walked past, they walked past. Eventually, one man walked past, and he froze. And he couldn't move. And he says, aha! That's the guy. That's the guy. He's the one who stole. He's the reason we lost our battle of the Ai. And he must be put to death. While he was walking to be put to death, he constructed this tefillah that we say at the end of every tefillah. Al Kenekavelach. Achan, he's the author. It's a crazy story on so many levels. I want to just take out 2 points from it. Number one, even a person who is as guilty as anything, there's always a chance for redemption because his tefillah becomes our tefillah for the rest of history, and he gets rewarded for that. It's never the end. But I got a better question, and it's not my question. The Chavetz Chaim asks, why didn't HaKadosh Baruch Hu just tell him who did it? Why did he make him go through this whole weird thing of passing front of the Aron as they're walking, and the guy who's guilty, all right, he's dead. Why do you have to do such a weird, strange thing? And the Chavetz Chaim says, we learn from this how bad Lashon Hara is when you are at war. It's so bad that even HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm not going to speak Lashon Hara. You go figure it out yourself. Do you know the best way to defend yourself, says Hashem, when we are at war, which they were then and we're at now, is to work on Lashon Hara. And if we're moving into Peh, and we want Peh Naki, this is definitely something we can work on. At